Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about some new makeup releases coming out this January. Some of them are coming out this week. I want to let you guys know whether or not I plan on purchasing them and why. So if you guys want to know my thoughts on some new upcoming releases, then just keep on watching. Alright, so let's get started with the latest Anastasia palette, and this is the Anastasia Amrezy palette, which is part 2 because part 1 came out like in 2014. If I could find a photo of it, I will. I remember when it first launched because that was around the time Anastasia was getting big with, it was always big, but they had their contour kit, and then they were just getting into eyeshadows and really expanding their brand, and that was like one of their first, if not their first, eyeshadow palette. I see this palette and it looks really similar to the Norvina palette, and that's why I want it, because I love the Norvina palette. I do really like the shades in here. I like that it's a neutral palette. I really use up my Anastasia neutral palettes. Like Norvina and Soft Glam are two of my holy grail palettes. I'm gonna use every single shade in both of those. I have hip hand on both of those palettes in some shades. So I definitely see myself using this palette a lot. So this palette is gonna be a little bit different than previous Anastasia palettes because it comes with 16 shades. All the other ones come with 14 shades. And it's also including 2 pressed glitters. This is gonna be the first time there's pressed glitters in Anastasia palettes. And I'm excited for that because I think if anybody is gonna do glitter really well, it's gonna be Anastasia. Their foiled shadows are like a world above any other eyeshadow formula I have in my collection. You guys know that's like my standard for eyeshadows for any kind of foiled shade is those shades in Anastasia palette. So I'm definitely excited for this one, and I do love that it's 2 additional shades that are the pressed glitters, because a lot of times I'm not gonna wear the glitters. Like I'll wear them every once in a while, but I don't want them to replace other foiled shades. So I like that it's like a little add-on. It is more pricey as well. It's $49. Some of the other Anastasia palettes are around $42, so it's a little pricier, but I really like this palette. I love the transition shades. I like the mattes. I like the shimmers. I think there's a good variety. It really just looks like a blend of Soft Glam and Norvina and then a pop of blue. And I'm totally fine with that because those are all the shades that I wear. So I know this is like very redundant for Anastasia, but it works for me. It's something I know I'll actually use. So this is going to be available on January 14th on the Anastasia website, and then January 19th in stores. And what really made me decide to get this, because at first I was like, I probably have these shades from Anastasia, but Norvina tweeted out that the next Anastasia palette after this one is going to be Holiday 2020, and then there's going to be 2 releases, I think, from Norvina. I'll put up her tweet somewhere, but there's going to be 2 releases from Norvina sometime this year, but the next Anastasia palette is going to be at the end of the year. So I'm like, let me go ahead and get this one now that I know there's not going to be another Anastasia palette coming out in like the next month or 2. And I think I'm really going to enjoy it. I like the packaging. I like everything about this palette. I don't know if it is limited edition. I don't think it is. I know her highlighter was limited edition, so hopefully this palette is not limited edition, especially if it's like the one palette they have for the next like 9 or 10 months. But I think that one's going to be a good one for sure. Next up, this was just announced today, and that's why I really wanted to sit down and make this video, because I've been waiting for this palette to be made. And this is from Dominique Cosmetics. It's the Latte Palette Volume 2. You guys know that the original Latte Palette is one of my greatest loves in my makeup collection. I did get questions in my recent declutter video if I still had this palette, because I didn't show it in my drawer, but this was just like on my vanity because I wear it so much, so I forgot to put it in there and mention it in that video. But I still absolutely love this palette. I just wore it yesterday. I wear this palette probably on a weekly basis. I never wear these 2 shades, so I want to talk about that a little bit more, but all of the neutrals I am so obsessed with. This palette is just so messy because I wear it so often, but the Latte 2 palette I think I'm actually gonna like more. I think I like all the shimmers in there. I like the rich brown colors. I think the shade, no, that's the matte shade. I was gonna say the shade Cafecito looks like it's like a matte with some shimmer in it. So we'll see if I can see that shade up close. But I think basically all the mattes, except for the 2 shades on the bottom, the shade Matcha and Strawberry Milk. I don't see myself ever wearing those shades. And also in the original latte palette, these are the only two shades I don't wear just because I think they're so random. It's basically just like maybe throw this on your lower lash line to say you have some color on your eyeshadow. But I don't think that like you have to kind of go out of your way to use these two matte shades in combination with all the neutrals. And I think that's going to be the same case with Matcha and Strawberry Milk in the latte too. But I like every other shade in there. I see myself hitting pan on every other shade in that palette. I'm so excited for it. I really love Dominique Cosmetics because I love the latte palette so much. I've been wanting to buy more from Dominique Cosmetics. I do have her highlighter palette as well, but all of the other eyeshadow palette releases, they didn't catch my attention the way that the latte palette did. I feel like they were just a lot of eyeshadows that I know I wasn't gonna use like on an everyday basis. But this is the one finally that I'm so excited for. All right, so this releases on January 24th and it's gonna retail for $42. I think that's definitely a great price. I've had this palette for about 2 years now. It's still going strong. The pans are huge and this palette formula is awesome. So I'm so excited for that. And I can already tell that this palette's gonna be one of my favorites. I can totally see the latte palette too and the Emrezy palette being in my end of year favorites. Like I am saying that now without even trying those two palettes, but I can definitely see myself being obsessed with those two palettes this year just because those are like two of my favorite formulas and these are shades that I wear all the time. So I am definitely excited for the Latte 2 palette. All right, so next up, let's talk about another influencer brand. This is Tati Beauty. And this is a product that already released. It just released a few days ago. This is the Blendiful. It is an $18 product. It comes with two things. I don't even know what to call them. Two powder puffs that are kind of like a powder puff and beauty blender hybrid. All right, so Tati had been hinting for a while that she was gonna release a makeup tool that was gonna be game-changing, very innovative, different, and I was really hyped for this. I love, what is it, the Juno sponge. I have one in front of me. Mine is so dirty. Mine's disgusting. I need a new one. I love that product to death. I still use a beauty blender. I use both of those sponges interchangeably. I love the Juno sponge because it takes a lightweight foundation and it makes it more full coverage. I like the beauty blender for the opposite, taking full coverage foundation and making it look a little bit more dewy, a little bit more natural. So I'm not really missing anything when it comes to makeup sponges or products like that in my collection. When it comes to touching up my makeup throughout the day with some powder, I just take a dry beauty blender or a dry Juno sponge. I don't need anything else. But I was still really curious when Tati was teasing this product, and then when I saw the photo of it, I didn't even want to watch her reveal video because I saw the picture and I'm like, I don't need a powder puff. And I totally passed on this release the day that it came out. But I did want to talk about it in this video. So I went ahead and watched her reveal video on this product. And then I also watched Manny MUA just put up a review and demo of this product. And I still feel that way. I still feel like I absolutely do not need this product. I think just because I've spent the last 5, maybe 6 years using a makeup sponge, using something that is shaped like this. All my sponges are so dirty. I need to take care of this situation. But I've been using sponges like this for the last 6 years. I can't see myself retraining my makeup habits to use something that's like a flat powder thing and just pressing it onto my face. So to me, it's definitely not solving any makeup problem because I feel like those sponges are great that I have. Like the Juno sponge is very affordable as well. And yeah, I'm not missing anything when it comes to makeup blending tools. I was totally open to the idea, but then just watching her explain everything, I'm like, I could just do this with my sponge and it looks good. So I don't need this product in my life. I feel like it's kind of gimmicky. I feel like it's like one of those like silly sponge moments where that was like supposed to be the product that replaced the beauty blender because you didn't need to use water, you use less product, and everyone was saying it was amazing for like a month, and then we all realized, no, let's just go back to our sponges. Let me know if you guys end up getting this. I think I totally did not need this. I have no issues with my makeup sponges in my collection. I appreciate the innovation of this. I feel like that sounded like a little bit like shady or something, but no, I actually do appreciate when people come out with something new and not just like another, like a beauty blender, but make it like green or something. So I appreciate the idea of this, but I didn't need this, so I'm not gonna end up getting it, at least for now. All right, so next up we have a new foundation from the brand Bite Beauty. I believe this is the first time Bite Beauty is coming out with complexion products. I really just know them for their lipsticks, and that's about it. And some lip glosses here and there. Yeah, I feel like there's not a lot of products in the Bite Beauty line, but what I have from them, I really, really enjoy. So I'm excited when brands do expand into other categories, and that's really the only reason like this product caught my attention. So this is called the Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. It's $39.50. Medium coverage, and it comes in 32 shades. This is already available as well. Yeah, it's already available at Sephora. It came out a couple days ago. And I was really just excited about this because it's Bite Beauty and they were expanding their line. And honestly, the part about this foundation that caught my attention was the word micellar, because I feel like 2 or 3, probably even longer than that, maybe 5 years ago when Bioderma came out with a micellar water and everybody was jumping all over that saying micellar water was the best thing ever. I feel like the word micellar just made it a little bit more exciting to me. Like it made it a little bit more gimmicky and more interesting. It says micellar technology that mimics skin texture for natural flawless finish. So this isn't a foundation that I'm gonna run out and buy today. This is one of those that I probably wanna swatch in stores as well. And I'm gonna put this like in my wish list for the Sephora VIB sale. Sometimes I'll take things off my wish list, but this is just gonna be like in the back of my head for maybe a future sale, and I'll try it out then, but I'm not like dying to try this today. I am just more so excited that Bite Beauty is expanding into more products. All right, and then lastly, I have one more product that I wanted to chat about, and this is a new release from Fenty Beauty, and this is gonna be a mascara. This is the Full Frontal Mascara for volume, lift, and curl, which most mascaras claim. This retails for $24 and it comes out January 16th in stores at Sephora and online. So I was very confused seeing all the teasers for this mascara. I thought it was like a mascara that had like 2 sides, like the L'Oreal mascaras, the ones that have like a primer and the product. I thought it was gonna be 2 sides, like it had one like with a small brush, like a flat brush, and one with like a big fluffy brush. I almost would prefer that, honestly. But this is a mascara where one side of the wand is like a big fluffy one and then the other side is a flat one. But I was interested in this mascara just because it's innovative with the 2-sided brushes. Now this is something where like I do have a problem in makeup with mascaras, or it is solving that problem of, for me personally, I use probably 2 or 3 mascaras every time I do my eyelashes. Like I always use one for my top lashes, and I'd use like a flat mascara like the Bad Girl Bang from Benefit or Makeup Forever Excessive Lash. Those are my favorites for my bottom lashes, and then I always use a big fluffy wand or something like the Benefit Roller Lash. It's more of a curling mascara for my top lashes. So I think that this can solve that problem of not needing multiple mascaras. I always travel with like 2 or 3 mascaras, so and it's always just because of the wand. I want something that's like a more precise wand for my bottom lashes or like my inner corner lashes. So I'm hoping that this can solve that issue. It's not so much a problem because I love all of those mascaras, but if I can save myself a couple minutes in my makeup routine of having to use all the different mascaras, I think that this would be really cool. So I'm definitely interested in that mascara. I like that Fenty, for their first mascara, is coming out with something more innovative, more creative, and not just another mascara claiming to be super volumizing like every other mascara. So I really like that concept. We have some new innovative releases already for this year. Some products that I've been waiting on, like the Latte 2 palette. I'm sure we're not super surprised about the new Amrezy Anasazi palette. I think that's a really great way for Anastasia to kick off the year. So I think this is gonna be a good month. A lot of solid releases. I definitely plan on purchasing the Latte 2 palette. I definitely want to do a comparison video with the original Latte palette, do some shade comparisons, and then also the Amrezy palette. Let me know if you guys want to see a comparison of the Amrezy palette and maybe the Norvina palette or any other Anastasia palette. I could maybe do a couple different ones in that video as well. I'm excited for those especially. But that is going to be everything for this video. Let me know if you guys plan on purchasing any of those products in the comments below. I think that the eyeshadow palettes will be like my first makeup purchases of this decade, of this year, which I think are going to be good ones. So let me know if you guys plan on purchasing any. Let me know if there's any other releases. I know ColourPop comes out with something every day. So let me know if you plan on purchasing like the new Mint ColourPop palette. I didn't even want to talk about it because I wasn't even interested, but let me know if you plan on purchasing that or any other new releases in the comments below. But that's going to be everything for today's video. If you guys liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.